4 live-action shows on the video streaming service. Each will be based on a different hero: Daredevil, Jessica Jones, Iron Fist, and Luke Cage. And they will end with a special mini-series titled The Defenders, where they join forces. Netflix says it will take a few years to get all the shows out. The first will be Daredevil, set to air in 2015. Twitter makes a splash on the markets today. Details coming up in business next. 660 News Time, 6:55.
Olympic gold medalist Kyle Schufelt.
If something had stopped me from taking part in gymnastics when I was a kid, I have no idea how my life would have turned out. Sport gave me a purpose and a direction, but not all children can afford to take part in sports. That's where Kids Sport comes in, raising funds to provide financial support so that no one is left on the sidelines. Let's get our kids off the bench and into the game. To get involved with Kids Sport in your community, contact kidsport.ab.ca so all kids can play.
This is an important message from the Government of Alberta about disaster recovery funding. Thousands affected by the June floods have not applied for disaster recovery support, and many applications received are incomplete. Funding will only be provided once your application is complete. November 30th is a deadline to start the process. We're here to help. Visit alberta.ca for an application or call 310-4455. A message from the Government of Alberta.
No waiting. All news 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. All News Radio, 660 News.
660 News Time, 6:50. Here's Richard Southern.
What we call an economic miracle in the past 30 years. A country that went from almost obscurity.
Head to 660news.com.
Toshiba presents Forgotten Moments in IT History. On this day in IT history, Frank sits back down at his owner,
and I fly WestJet. And when you fly WestJet for business, you get to make choices, like which of the 3 new fare options works for you, including Plus, with WestJet's highest level of comfort, flexibility, and convenience. Then, choose where you'll go with all the WestJet dollars you earn with WestJet Rewards. Now, if you'll excuse me, this business owner has to get back to work.
This is your Captain Steve Scott speaking. Welcome to WestJet.
Comfort, flexibility, and convenience. That's business the WestJet was.
Taking a look at the Calgary forecast for Environment Canada. Tonight we're expecting about 2 centimeters of snow. It will begin later this evening and continue through to tomorrow around noon. And then the sky will clear. Throughout that time, we will see a temperature steady near -10. On Monday, sunny, a high 2 degrees. 11 on Tuesday under a beautiful sunny sky. Huge amounts of water that damaged the historic and fragile city. The ban is also enforced by a new law prohibiting ships in Italian harbors after the
Light up the season for less with Lowe's. Dash in now for 15% off all LED light strips and save an additional 15% when you trade in your old lights. Plus, wrap up more incredible savings for your home.
Now, while Canadians across the country take part in Remembrance Day, the search for answers into how roadside explosions is underway. $7 million worth of brain research has begun in our country, including young athletes experiencing concussions and soldiers who suffer injuries from 660's Lucas Meyer replies, speaking with the Vice President of the Canadian Institute.
Ones and
we'll check what's on TV tonight.
660 News Time, 4:20.
Airport, please, driver.
Right, we will be taking Main Street.
That's the other way.
And I'll drop you off at 10th Avenue.
But I don't want to be going.
That's where you get a...
At 10, when Molly finds herself at a crossroads with her career, she makes a huge decision. A new episode of Mom wraps up the night at 10:30, and that's what's on TV tonight. Kayla Butler, 660 News.
Not much love for BlackBerry on Bay Street today. Business is next. 660 News.
I look at everything through the lens of smartphones, and smartphones globally are still only about half the phones being sold. So there's a big runway of opportunity for Twitter and the monetization of that user base.
Twitter shares set to hit the market on Thursday. Now on Bay Street today, the second biggest loser, shares of BlackBerry, down by 16% to $6.75 a share. This after a deal that was promoted thanks to Fairfax Financial fell through.
TSX higher by 24 points, 13,361. The Dow was up by 23 to 15,639. The Nasdaq higher by